Jai Mahamaya ki jai, Vishveshwari Mata ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai. In our last discourse, we read about the yoga mantras of the cities. Chapter 36. The Divine Mother said, O Himalayas, thus making one's own self attached to the yoga by the above mentioned process and sitting on yoga posture, one should meditate on my Brahma nature with an unfeigned devotion. This nature is manifest, near, yet even moving in the hearts of all beings. It is the well-known highest goal. Know that all this, whatever waking, dreaming, or sleeping, which moves, breathes, or blinks, is all founded on that highest place. It is higher than being and non-being, higher than the wisdom. It is the best object of adoration for all creatures. It is brilliance, smaller than the smallest, and the whole world are founded and the rulers are within. It is the imperishable Brahman. He is the creator, life, and revealer of sacred knowledge, speech, and omniscient of the cosmic mind. This is the truth. That Brahman is immortal. Know that he is the target to be hit. The third verse lays down that Brahman is to be meditated upon, or that the mantra should be performed, as the second verse teaches that dhyan and concentration also is necessary. Take hold of the mystic nature of the bow, and know that the Brahman is the aim to be hit. Put on this great weapon of Om, the arrow of the mind sharpened by meditation. Withdraw thyself from all objects, and with the mind absorbed in the idea of Brahman, hit that aim. For know, O Himalayas, that imperishable alone is to be the mark. The great name Om is the bow, the mind is the arrow, and the Brahman is said to be he that the mark. It is to be hit by whomever whose thoughts are concentrated, for then he enters the target. In him are woven the heavens and the interspace, and mind also with the senses. Know him to be the one support of all Atman. Leave off all other words and other duties. This Atman is the refuge of the immortals. He is the bridge of the immortal. The words of Amrit of immortal means mukta jivas. In the Vedanta Sutras, it has been taught that the Lord is the refuge of the muktas, so also that he is the highest goal of the muktas. In him, the life webs are fastened, as the spoken of the nerve of as the spokes are to the nave of the chariot. He is this Atman that pervades the heart, and by his own will manifests himself in diverse way, in waking, sleeping states, and also as prajna in the dreamless state. Meditate on the Atman as Om, in order to acquire the knowledge of the Paramatman, who is beyond the Prakriti and the Sri Tattva. Your welfare consists in such knowledge. The fetters of the jivas are cut asunder, the ties of the linga dehas and the Prakriti are removed. His works perish when he is seen who is supremely high, or when the Supreme High looks at the jiva. The Brahmins, called Sisumaram, free from all passions and parts, manifest in the external world in the highest golden sheath, the cosmic egg, that is pure, that is the highest of light. It is that which the knowers of Atman know. In the first respect, he is meditated upon as Susamara, and in the second as Gayatri. Thus, this verse has been explained in two different ways. First, as applying to Samara, and secondly, as teaching how to meditate on Narayan in the sun. The golden sheath would then mean the solar sphere. The supremely high Brahman resides in the excellent golden sheath. He is pure without parts. The sun does not shine there in his presence, nor the moon, and the stars, for his light is greater than theirs. They appear as if dark in the effulgence, like the candlelight in the sun. Nor do these lightnings, and much less this fire, shine there. When he shines, everything shines after him. By his light, this becomes manifest. Him the sun does not illuminate, nor the moon and the stars, nor does the lightning, much less his fire, illuminate him. When he illuminates all, then they shine after his light. This whole universe reveals his light. The eternally free is verily this Brahman only. He is the west, he is in the north and the south, in the zenith and in the nadir. The Brahman alone is. It is he who pervades all directions. This Brahman alone is it who pervades. This Brahman alone is the full that exists in all times, the eternity. This Brahman is the best. This Brahman is alone the Vishvam, or the infinity, or full Purnam. This alone is the best, the highest of all. The word idam is used several times in this verse. It qualifies the word Brahman. The man who realizes thus is satisfied and has all he wants to do and is considered as the best. He becomes Brahman and his self is pleased, and he neither wants anything or becomes sorry. O king, fear comes from the idea of a second. Where there is no second, fear does not exist. No danger then arises for him to be separated from me, nor I also get separated from him. O Himalayas, know that I am he and he is I. Know that I am seen there where my jnanas reside. Neither I dwell in any sacred place of pilgrimage, nor do I live in Kailash, nor in Vaikuntha, nor in any other place. I dwell in the heart lotus of my devotees. The blessed man who worships me once, my jnana, gets koti time, the fruit of worshipping me. His family is rendered pure, and his mother becomes blessed. He whose heart is deluded in all the pervading Brahma consciousness purifies this whole world. There is no doubt in this. O Basta Mountains, I have now told everything that you asked about Brahma Jnana. Nothing now remains to be further described. This Brahma Vidya is to be imparted to the eldest son who is devoted and of good character, and to him who is endowed with the good qualities as enumerated in the sastras, and not to be given to just any person. He who is fully devoted to his Ishtadeva and who is equally devoted to his Guru, to him the high-minded person should declare the Brahman Vidya. Verily, he is God himself who advises this Brahma Vidya. No one is able to repay the debts due to him. He who gives birth to a man in Brahma is no doubt superior to the ordinary father, for the birth that a father gives is destroyed, but the birth in Brahma that is given by the Guru is never destroyed. So the Shrutis say, never do harm to the Guru who imparts the knowledge of Brahma. In all the Siddhantas, the decided conclusion of the Sastras, it is stated that the Guru who imparts the knowledge of Brahman, the best and the most honorable. If Shiva becomes angry, the Guru can save, but when the Guru becomes angry, Shankara cannot save. So the Guru should be served with the utmost care. So the Guru must be served with all the cares that is possible. By body, mind, and word, one should always please him, otherwise he becomes ungrateful and he is not saved. O Vesta Mountains, it is very difficult to acquire Brahma Jnana. Hear a story. A Muni named Dadyam of the Dharvana family, went to Indra and prayed to him to give Brahma jnana. Indra said, I would give you Brahma jnana, but if you impart it to any other body, I will sever your head. Dadyam agreed to this, and Indra gave him Brahma jnana. After a few days, the two Ashvins came to the Muni and prayed for Brahma Vidya. The Muni said, if I give you the Brahma Vidya, Indra will cut off my head. Hearing this, the two Ashvins said, we will cut off your head and keep it elsewhere, and we will attach the head of a horse to your body. Instruct us with the mouth of that horse, and then Indra will cut off this mouth. We will replace your former head. When they said so, the Muni gave them the Brahma Vidya. Indra cut off the head by his thunderbolt. Then the horse head of the Muni was cut off. The two physicians of the Devas replaced his original head. This is widely known in all the Vedas. O chief of mountains, he becomes blessed who gets this Brahma Vidya. Here ends the 36th verse, chapter of the 7th book of the highest knowledge of Brahma in the Mahapuran Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Jai Mahamaya ki jai, bole Baba ki jai.